How many times have you looked at someone else's success and thought, why not me? How often do you find yourself waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, or the perfect circumstances? The truth is, that moment may never come. What if I told you that the biggest lie you've been fed about success is that there's a perfect formula? That success is something that can be neatly packaged and handed to you if you follow a few simple steps. What if I told you the path to success isn't linear, isn't perfect, and certainly isn't the same for everyone? Today, I'm here to challenge everything you thought you knew about success. We're going to break down the myths, confront the obstacles, and look at the truth behind what it takes to succeed. This isn't about motivation for motivation's sake. It's about changing the way you think, act, and pursue your dreams. By the end of this session, you'll have the tools and mindset shifts you need to start building the life you've always wanted. Are you ready? Let's dive in. We've all heard it, there's a perfect formula for success. Follow this step, do this, and everything will fall into place. But let me tell you something, success doesn't work like that. It's not a one-size-fits-all path. The idea that there's a perfect blueprint for success is a lie that holds so many people back. You may feel like you're doing everything right, working hard, following the advice, yet still not seeing results. That's because success is messy. It's unpredictable. What works for one person might not work for you, and that's okay. Too many people waste time chasing someone else's dream. You see someone's success and think, if I could just do what they did, I'd be set. But what you don't realize is that their journey isn't yours to follow. Their dreams aren't yours to chase. When you put someone else's dream ahead of your own, you rob yourself of the opportunity to create your own path. Success is not about copying others. It's about discovering your unique journey, your vision, and then pursuing it relentlessly. Let's talk about luck for a second. We've all heard people say, oh, they're just lucky. It's easy to blame luck for someone else's success, but the truth is, luck doesn't play nearly as big a role as we think. Most successful people you admire didn't get where they are by waiting for a lucky break. They got there through consistent action, grit, and the willingness to embrace failure along the way. Stop waiting for luck to strike and start putting in the work. Success is in your hands, it always has been. Success isn't the same for everyone. For some, it's about wealth. For others, it's about happiness, health, or family. The truth is, success is personal. It's about what matters most to you, not what society or anyone else defines it to be. If you try to live someone else's version of success, you'll never feel fulfilled. The first step is to figure out what success means for you. What are your core values? What do you truly want to achieve? When you answer these questions, you'll begin to see that your path to success is uniquely yours. It's so easy to fall into the trap of comparison. Social media only makes it worse, right? You see someone living their dream life and wonder why you're not there yet. But here's the truth. Your journey is yours alone. Your path doesn't need to look like anyone else's. When you stop comparing yourself to others, you free yourself to chase what's truly important to you. Your success is yours to define, so stop measuring your worth by someone else's yardstick. The road to success is never straight. It's messy, it's unpredictable, and it doesn't always follow a clear path. But that's okay. It's in the mess, in the uncertainty, where growth happens. Success is not about following a perfect plan, it's about embracing the unknown and being willing to move forward despite the fear. The most successful people are those who didn't give up when things got tough. They kept going, they embraced the chaos and made it work for them. You have to do the same. Embrace the mess, trust your vision, and keep moving forward one step at a time. You've been told over and over that perfection is the key, that everything has to be flawless for you to succeed. But let me tell you something, perfection is a trap. It will keep you stuck. Perfection is the enemy of progress. You can't wait for the perfect plan, the perfect moment, or the perfect conditions. If you do, you'll never get started. You'll always be waiting for the right time that never comes. The key to success is not perfection, it's consistency. It's about showing up every day, doing the work even when you don't feel like it. It's about making progress no matter how small and continuing to push forward. Every little step you take adds up. Stop waiting for everything to align perfectly, just start and keep going. The more consistent you are, the closer you'll get to your goals. How many of you fear failure? We've all been there. The thought of failing is enough to make us freeze in place, to hesitate and hold back. But here's the truth, failure is not your enemy. Failure is your greatest teacher. It's in failure that we learn, grow, and get better. It's in failure that we discover what doesn't work so we can find what does. Every successful person has failed. The difference is they didn't quit. They didn't let failure define them, they let it refine them. You can't fear failure. You have to embrace it. When you do, you'll see it for what it truly is, an opportunity to learn, to get better, and to move forward. Every time you fail, you're one step closer to success. The only way to avoid failure is to do nothing at all, and I'm willing to bet you're not the type to sit on the sidelines. So embrace failure, use it as fuel, let it propel you forward. Resilience is not about never falling, it's about getting back up every time you do. It's about the ability to keep going, no matter how many times you're knocked down. Success is not about avoiding obstacles, it's about how you handle them. Do you give up when things get tough, or do you rise again stronger than before? The successful people you admire didn't get there by avoiding failure, they got there by being resilient. Perseverance is everything. It's the difference between those who succeed and those who give up. If you're willing to keep pushing to get back up every time you fall, you will make it. Setbacks are part of the journey. They don't define you, but your ability to rise again does. Use your failures as stepping stones to move forward, and you'll see just how powerful resilience can be. You've got dreams, right? Big, bold, audacious dreams. But here's the truth: dreams without action are just wishes. You can dream all day long, but nothing will happen unless you take action. Action is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's the step that turns a thought into reality. So stop waiting for the perfect moment. It's never going to come. The only moment that matters is now. If you're waiting for motivation to hit, you're going to be waiting a long time. The secret is to create your own motivation. Motivation isn't something that shows up when you need it. It's something you create through action. The more you move, the more momentum you build. Start with small, simple steps. Do one thing today and then another tomorrow. Keep moving, and soon you'll look back and realize how far you've come. The truth about success is this: it's already inside of you. Everything you need to succeed is already within your reach. You have the power, the drive, and the ability to create the life you want. The only thing standing between you and your dream life is action. The time to start is now. Stop waiting for the perfect circumstances. Stop hiding behind excuses. It's time to take responsibility for your life and start building the future you want. Success isn't a destination, it's a journey. And that journey starts with one simple step. So what are you waiting for? Take that step today. Unlock your true potential. You've got everything you need to succeed, so don't hold back. Go after what you want and make your dreams a reality. Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right, following all the steps, and yet success still seems out of reach? Maybe you've bought into the idea that success is a one-size-fits-all path, that if you just follow the exact steps that someone else took, you'll get the same results. It's tempting, isn't it, to believe there's a secret formula, a shortcut to success. But here's the truth: success isn't a step-by-step guide that works for everyone. And if you're trying to follow someone else's path, you're setting yourself up for failure. In this speech, I'm going to challenge everything you've been told about success. We're going to break down the lies and uncover the truth. I'll show you how to stop wasting time on a formula that was never meant for you and start creating your own path. This isn't just about motivation. This is about real, actionable steps to help you find success in a way that makes sense for you. You don't need anyone else's blueprint. You need your own. Success isn't a step-by-step guide. It's not a neatly packaged formula that guarantees results if you just follow the directions. The idea that there's a universal path to success is one of the biggest lies we've been sold. People tell you, follow these 10 steps, do this, do that, and you'll be successful. But that's not how it works. That's not how success works for anyone. The truth is, when you try to follow someone else's path, you're ignoring the fact that your journey is uniquely yours. What works for one person may never work for you, and that's okay. When you buy into the myth of a one-size-fits-all success formula, you start comparing yourself to others, thinking you're failing if you don't follow the same path. You waste time, energy, and focus on trying to replicate someone else's success rather than creating your own. Success is personal. It's not about following someone else's rules or trying to do things the way they did. It's about finding your own path and being willing to carve it out, even when you don't know exactly where it will lead. Here's the real truth about success: it's personal, it's messy, it's imperfect, and that's exactly what makes it beautiful. Success is not something that can be replicated by anyone else. You can't copy someone's journey and expect to get the same result. The struggles you face, the obstacles you overcome, and the lessons you learn along the way are what shape your unique path. The challenges you face don't make you weak. They make you strong. They refine you, teach you, and push you closer to the person you are meant to become. You have to embrace the fact that your journey won't look like anyone else's. And that's not a problem, it's an opportunity. When you stop trying to fit your life into someone else's success story, you free yourself to create your own. You stop playing by someone else's rules and start writing your own. Success is not a copy and paste job. It's a deeply personal, often chaotic, and beautifully imperfect journey that is yours to define. Believing in a formulaic idea of success comes with a heavy cost. When you measure your worth by someone else's success, you limit your own potential. You start chasing someone else's dream and forget about your own. You start looking at their wins and thinking, why can't I have that? But here's the reality: the more you compare yourself to others, the more you limit yourself. You trap yourself in someone else's story and you stop writing your own. The biggest danger in following a generic success path is that you'll miss the chance to create something truly yours. When you try to follow a prescribed set of steps, you lose sight of the fact that you have the power to shape your own success. It's not about following a list, it's about defining success on your own terms. The moment you stop trying to fit into someone else's mold is the moment you unlock your true potential. So stop measuring your worth by other people's achievements. Start focusing on what you want, what matters to you, and how you can make that happen in your own unique way. That's the only formula that works. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to make success look easy while others struggle despite working hard? It's not about luck, and it's certainly not about having more resources or connections. It's about mindset. If you're not controlling your thoughts are controlling you. Today I'm going to show you how the right mindset can be the key that unlocks your success. The way you think shapes your actions, and your actions shape your outcomes. This is where everything begins. Success doesn't happen by accident. It happens because of what you believe and how you act on those beliefs. Your mindset is the foundation of everything. No matter how talented you are, no matter how many resources you have, none of it matters if your mind isn't in the right place. Think about this. Every successful person has faced obstacles, failures, and challenges. But the difference between those who make it and those who don't is mindset. How you perceive challenges, how you perceive yourself. These are the things that make all the difference. Your beliefs about success determine your actions. If you believe success is possible, you'll take action. If you don't, you won't. It's really that simple. The truth is, you have a choice. You can choose to have a growth mindset or a fixed mindset, and this choice will shape your future. A growth mindset is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed over time through effort, learning, and persistence. This is the mindset that propels you forward. When you face setbacks, you don't see them as failures. You see them as opportunities to learn and grow. You know that each setback is a stepping stone toward your ultimate success, and that belief drives you to keep going, no matter how difficult things get. On the other hand, a fixed mindset is the belief that your abilities and intelligence are set in stone. If you think this way, setbacks become personal attacks on your worth. You avoid challenges because you're afraid of failure. You believe that if you're not naturally good at something, then it's just not meant for you. The fixed mindset traps you in a cycle of self-doubt and inaction. It makes you believe that you're either born with success or you're not, and this kind of thinking keeps you stuck. But the moment you choose a growth mindset, everything changes. You stop fearing failure, and you start seeing it as a tool for growth. The world opens up to you when you choose to believe that you can improve, learn, and evolve. If you want to succeed, you must learn how to fail. Let me say that again. If you want to succeed, you must learn how to fail. The most successful people are not the ones who have never failed. They're the ones who fail the most and learn the most from it. Failure isn't defeat, it's feedback. Every failure teaches you something valuable. It shows you what doesn't work and guides you toward what does. The more you fail, the faster you can learn, and the closer you get to your goals. The secret is to fail faster. Don't wait for the perfect moment or the perfect plan. Get out there and try. Fail, learn, repeat. When you shift your mindset from fearing failure to fearing not trying at all, you open up a whole new world of possibilities. The only real failure is inaction. If you're not failing, you're not pushing yourself. You're not learning. You're not growing. The fear of failure keeps so many people stuck. But the fear of not trying, of not putting in your best effort, is far more dangerous. Don't let that fear control you. Embrace failure as your greatest teacher. Fail more often, learn from each experience, and keep moving forward. That's how you succeed. Have you ever felt like you're stuck in a never-ending cycle, constantly striving for something more but never quite reaching it? Have you been paralyzed by the fear of not being good enough, or worse, not being perfect enough? I want to tell you something right now. Perfection is a lie. The sooner you let go of the idea that everything needs to be flawless, the sooner you'll unlock the door to true success. It's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. Today I'm going to show you how small, everyday actions lead to real, lasting success. It's not the grand gestures that make a difference, but the steady, reliable effort that you put in and day out. Perfection will hold you back, but consistency will propel you forward. Perfection is a trap. It's the belief that unless you do something perfectly, it's not worth doing at all. It's the lie that you have to have everything figured out before you take action. But let me tell you something. Perfection doesn't lead to success. It leads to paralysis. The more you wait for things to be perfect, the more you delay your own growth. Perfectionism keeps you stuck in place because you're too busy worrying about doing it right to actually get anything done. You start thinking, if I don't do this perfectly, I'll fail, and then you don't do it at all. And that's the real failure, not trying in the first place. Perfection robs you of progress. It makes you chase an ideal that doesn't exist and keeps you from making any real moves toward your goals. The truth is, consistency is the real key to success. Success doesn't happen in one giant leap. It happens in small, steady steps. It's not about doing everything perfectly right now. It's about showing up day after day, putting in the work, and making steady progress. Each small action you take compounds over time. Think about it, just one small action every day, whether it's working on your goals, learning something new, or getting better at your craft, builds momentum. Over time, those small actions add up to something much bigger. It's like snowflakes falling one by one. Alone, they're tiny and insignificant, but together, they create something powerful. Consistency builds that kind of momentum. You don't have to do it all today, but you do have to do something. Because the more you show up, the closer you get to your goals. That's the magic of consistency. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to keep moving forward, step by step. Small steps lead to big results. It's the compound effect in action. Think about it, if you improve just 1% every single day, at the end of the year, you'll be 37 times better than you were when you started. That's the power of consistent, incremental improvement. It's not about trying to change everything all at once. When you try to do everything at once, you overwhelm yourself and burn out. But when you focus on small, manageable steps, those steps eventually lead to massive progress. You don't have to make huge strides every day. You just have to make sure that you're making some progress. Every small step counts. So stop trying to perfect everything. Instead, focus on showing up, doing the work, and trusting that those small actions will eventually lead to big results. Patience and persistence will outlast any attempt at perfection. The key is to stay steady, keep learning, and keep growing. Waiting for perfection, it's never going to come. The truth is, you will never reach a point where everything is perfectly aligned. If you keep waiting for the perfect moment, you'll be waiting forever. The perfect moment is now. Your future success depends on what you do today, not tomorrow, not next week, but right now. Don't wait for the stars to align. Don't wait for everything to be perfect. Take action today, even if it's imperfect action. It's not about waiting for everything to be flawless, it's about getting started. The sooner you begin, the sooner you'll be closer to your goals. So stop waiting, start now. Your future is created by what you do today. Have you ever heard that little voice in your head telling you you're not good enough or you'll never make it? It's a voice that holds you back, makes you question your abilities, and stops you from reaching your full potential. It's self-doubt, and if you're listening to it, you're letting it control you. You've been taught that it's normal to feel this way, that it's okay to be afraid of failure, that you're not capable of success. But let me tell you this, that voice is lying. It's fear disguised as doubt. Today, I'm going to help you silence that voice. I'm going to show you how to turn fear and self-doubt into the fuel that powers your success. The only thing standing between you and what you want is the belief that you can't have it. Once you let go of that belief, you unlock a world of possibility. Stay with me, because today, everything changes. The voice inside your head, the one that whispers you're not good enough, it's a lie. Self-doubt is a story we tell ourselves, and the more we tell it, the more we start to believe it. You might think that it's a protective mechanism keeping you safe from failure, but in reality, it's holding you back. Those thoughts, you're not smart enough, you'll never succeed, they're not true. They're just fear in disguise. Fear of failing, fear of being judged, fear of not measuring up. But let me tell you something, self-doubt isn't your truth. It's just fear whispering in your ear. And fear only has power if you give it power. The truth is, you are capable, you are enough. You have what it takes to succeed. Stop believing the lies that self-doubt tells you, because those lies are the very thing keeping you from realizing your true potential. Fear isn't the enemy. In fact, it's the exact opposite, it's a signal. Fear is telling you that you're about to push past your comfort zone, that you're about to grow. It's not a sign that you should stop. It's a sign that you're on the verge of something incredible. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of not being good enough. They all stem from the same place, the belief that you're not capable of handling what's coming. But if you let that belief control you, you'll never move forward. Fear limits your potential because it keeps you from trying. It keeps you from taking risks. But here's the truth, if you're not scared, you're not growing. Every time you push past fear, you expand your limits. Fear is there to show you that you're doing something important. It's a signal that you're about to unlock your next level. Don't fear fear, embrace it. Use it as a guide. Fear means you're stepping into something bigger than yourself, and that's where growth happens. The moment you face fear is the moment you start to grow. You see, fear is not a wall, it's a doorway. It's a doorway to your next level of success, your next level of achievement, your next level of personal growth. Think about the times in your life when you've done something you were afraid of. Maybe it was speaking in front of a crowd. Maybe it was taking a big risk, or maybe it was simply asking for what you deserve. Every time you faced that fear, you grew stronger, more capable, and more confident. Fear is not something to run from, it's something to walk through. The key is to stop letting fear control you, and start using it as fuel for your growth. When you stop seeing fear as an obstacle, and start seeing it as a catalyst for change, everything shifts. You're no longer running from fear. You're running toward the person you're meant to be. Fear becomes the driving force that pushes you toward success. So the next time fear shows up, don't run, walk through it. On the other side is where your success begins. Have you ever been knocked down, felt defeated, or faced a failure so big it seemed like the end of the road? It's a feeling we all experience at some point. But let me tell you something important. Failure is not the end. It's not a dead end. it's the beginning of success. What if I told you that every setback, every failure you've encountered is actually a step forward? What if I told you that the people you admire most, the ones who seem unstoppable, have failed more times than they've succeeded? Today, we're going to change the way you see failure. We're going to shift your mindset from one of fear and frustration to one of power and progress. Failure isn't something to avoid, it's something to embrace. Because every time you fail, you get closer to success. This isn't just motivational talk, it's real. Failure is essential to your growth, and it's time you understood why. Stick with me, because what you learn today could be the turning point in your journey. Failure isn't the end, it's the beginning. Think about it, every person you admire has faced failure. The most successful people in the world have failed more than they've succeeded. In fact, failure is one of the main ingredients in their success. They didn't stop after they failed. They learned from it. They got up. They kept going. Why? Because they understood that failure isn't a setback. It's a stepping stone. It's the proof that you're pushing your limits, trying new things, and taking risks. When you fail, you learn. You grow. You discover what doesn't work. And that's just as important as discovering what does. If you're afraid of failure, you're afraid of progress. The road to success is paved with failures. The difference is how you handle them. Do you quit or do you keep going? The choice is yours. Failure isn't losing, it's learning. Every failure is a lesson, a teaching moment. When you fail, you don't lose, you learn what doesn't work, what needs improvement, what you can do better next time. Each failure brings you closer to your breakthrough. It brings you closer to the success you're seeking because you're learning, adapting, and growing with every mistake. Think about all the times you failed in the past. At the time, it might have felt like a setback. But look at you now, you're stronger, wiser, more capable. The mistakes you made have shaped who you are today. They've helped you avoid bigger mistakes down the road and set you up for the success you're going to achieve in the future. Success is built on the lessons failure teaches you. Embrace those lessons because they're what will carry you forward. Resilience isn't just bouncing back from failure, it's growing stronger because of it. Life is full of setbacks, challenges, and failures. But what separates the successful from the rest is how they handle those failures. It's not about avoiding failure, it's about bouncing back stronger than before. The most successful people in the world aren't afraid to fail. In fact, they embrace it. They understand that resilience is key to their success. It's not about being perfect, it's about being persistent. When you fail, you have two choices. You can let it define you, or you can use it to build your strength and resilience. The choice is yours. Resilience is something you can cultivate. It's a muscle you can develop by getting up every time you fall. Each time you get back up, you become stronger, more determined, and more capable. So when failure comes, and it will, don't fear it. Use it as a stepping stone to become the person you were always meant to be. Keep moving forward because that's how you'll achieve your success. Have you ever caught yourself daydreaming about your goals, imagining the success you want, but never taking the steps to make it happen? You think about what you want, but somehow the action never follows. Let me tell you something straight. Dreams alone won't get you anywhere. Wishing and hoping won't bring success to your doorstep. You've got to act. Dreams without action are just empty thoughts, and it's time to face the truth. If you want real, lasting success, you have to turn those dreams into action. Today I'm going to challenge you to stop sitting on the sidelines of your own life. I'm going to show you why execution is everything, why small steps matter, and why waiting for the perfect moment is just another excuse. You can't wait for the stars to align. If you want to make success your reality, you need to take action, and you need to start now. It's time to stop wishing and start doing. Stay with me because the next steps will change the course of your journey. Dreaming alone will never lead you to success. How many times have you told yourself, one day I'll get there or I'll start tomorrow? But here's the cold truth. If you keep waiting for the perfect moment, if you keep hoping without taking action, your dreams will remain just that. Success demands more than thoughts and desires. It demands action. It's not enough to just think about what you want. You have to do something about it. You can sit around and imagine a better life, but until you move from wishful thinking to tangible action, your dreams will always stay out of reach. Success isn't something that will come knocking on your door. It's something you must create. The difference between where you are now and where you want to be is action. Don't just wish for change. Start making it happen. Ideas are worth nothing without execution. You could have the best idea in the world, but if you don't act on it, it's just a thought. Nothing more. Ideas are like seeds. They mean nothing unless they're planted and nurtured into something real. Stop waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect plan. If you wait for everything to be just right, you'll be waiting forever. The truth is, you'll never have all the answers, but that shouldn't stop you. Every successful person you know has taken action, often without knowing exactly how things would turn out. But that's the point. They started, they took the first step, and then the next, and then the next. It's not the idea that makes you successful, it's the execution. Execution is the difference between dreamers and doers. You can dream all you want, but until you take that first step, you'll be stuck in the land of what if. So stop waiting, start acting. Don't wait for perfection. Start with what you have. You don't need everything to be perfect to begin. In fact, waiting for perfection is a trap. You will never have everything figured out, and that's okay. The key to success is starting small. It's about taking consistent, small actions that eventually lead to big results. Little by little, step by step, you'll start to see progress. Small actions may seem insignificant at first, but over time they compound into something huge. Think about how a small drop of water can carve through stone. It's not the force, it's the consistency. Every little action you take today, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal. The power of consistent small steps cannot be underestimated. You don't need to move mountains overnight. Just take one step forward today, and that's a victory. What's the one action you can take today? It's easy to tell yourself, I'll start tomorrow, but what are you really waiting for? The truth is, the best time to act is now. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. Today is the only moment you have, and you don't want to waste it. Action is the bridge between your dreams and your success. If you're waiting for the perfect moment, you're only delaying your progress. Don't let fear, doubt, or perfectionism keep you from taking that first step. What's one thing you can do today, right now, to move forward? It doesn't matter how big or small it is. The important thing is that you take that first step. Every journey begins with one step. Make today the day you stop waiting. Make today the day you act. Success isn't about perfection, it's about understanding the truth. The truth is, success is messy. It's personal. It's about mindset, consistency, resilience, and action. There is no one-size-fits-all formula. If you're waiting for the perfect plan or the perfect set of circumstances, you'll be waiting forever. The real path to success is forged through hard work, persistence, and the willingness to learn from every failure along the way. You need to adopt the mindset that failure is part of the process, that setbacks are just stepping stones. Consistency will carry you through the tough times, and action, that's what turns your dreams into reality. If you can master these principles, mindset, consistency, resilience, and action, you'll unlock the door to success. There's no secret. It's all about doing the work. The time for excuses is over. It's time to step up. You've heard it all before. One day I'll do this. When I have more time, I'll start. But guess what? Tomorrow is never guaranteed. The only time that matters is now. Will you continue to wait for success to find you, or will you go after it? The moment you decide to act is the moment your life can begin to change. No more waiting, no more wondering. It's time to take control. Success isn't going to come knocking on your door. You have to go out and create it. Are you ready? Are you ready to own your journey, to stop making excuses, and to start making real progress? Because your success begins the moment you decide to act. You are capable of more than you know. You've got the potential inside you, but potential alone won't get you anywhere. It's time to break free from the chains of fear, doubt, and indecision. You have everything you need to succeed. It's all about taking action. The road to success is waiting for you, but only you can walk it. It's not going to be easy, and it's not going to be perfect, but it will be worth it. Your future is in your hands, so take action today. The moment you do, you'll be one step closer to the life you've always dreamed of. Make success your reality. It starts with you. It starts now.